It is a vintage. It is day one. We are at the Goodwill bins right now. We just pulled up. It is 8 in the morning. We're gonna cook today. I'm super hyped. Let's go. Okay, so the first row was actually like really good. This was some cool stuff we got. This is a Bluebell Wrangler short coat, denim line, beautiful one. And the corduroy collars, cherry on top, little touch there. But this one's in great condition. And this was like the other highlight where I was like, damn, this is sick. There's some Oshkosh overalls. These ones are older. I think these are 80s or 90s. They could be older, but they are union made. I gotta look into like figure out the age of these, but super cool. And then the rest are just like some Depop stuff. We got single stitch like bunny shirt. This one's gonna have to get oxyed. Tag was ripped, unfortunately, but still a nice little grandma piece. And then speaking of grandma pieces, we got this absolutely beautiful Gopher Sport. It's got the collared, and this gives me strawberry shortcake vibes and grandma core, cottage core stuff. So this one's cool. And then just some like military pants. Okay, so I've been like scraping all day. Haven't done too many like rotations, but there still have been some good finds. So let me show. Starting off with the light finds, just like a mountain tee. This one's 2001 on that leather tag. This right here was the absolute highlight. This is Castle Furs. I think I'm pronouncing it right, but this is from Chicago. Really cool, like fur, vintage fur. And then we got these two from the one, the only Mr. Jeff. We got the Big Johnson, and then we got the Budweiser. And I think this is my third or fourth one of these crew necks. I love the Silent Hunter. Nice little wolf embroidery, Headwaters tag, crew neck. And then I thought this Honda racing one was really cool. Cool tag as well. Love the side hits too. This one's top. And then we scraped this nice 1999 Wisconsin Badgers on the pro player tag. I'm stocking up on these. Come fall football season, these are gonna fly right off the shelf. And then we got a very nice Eddie Bauer Gore-Tex goose down jacket. This one's absolutely phenomenal. Just some light little like kids overalls. These ones are 3T. They'll sparkle on these ones. And then this was a really high quality, like made in Ireland knit, but very chunky knit. This one will be super warm come winter. This should do well. And then this is just like a ramp up preppy-esque style sweater made in USA. I'm just gonna fly through these ones because they're nothing crazy, but I thought this one was cool. And then we got this nice made in Taiwan ROC sweater. This one was tough. We have to give this one the justice it deserves. It does have some stains and whatnot, but stains aside, this is a tough one. Nice single stitch, super cool one. Screen Stars tag. Then y'all take some notes because once snowboard season is here, these are gonna fly right off the shelves. We got some high vent North Face cryptic ones, and these ones are also Gore-Tex as well. And this stuff does very well. See the little cryptic hit on the back there, beautiful. And then this right here was the last scrape. This is a cold weather military parka, as you can see right there, camo. And it does have some flaws, but these do great for me. Okay, another row just happened. I didn't get a bin, but I did get some good scrapes. Let me show you. This is just like a Lulu top, nothing crazy. Angel gave me this really sick leather. The wear on this one is insane. Yeah, just overall really good quality leather. This was a nice one, WWJD. This was a scrape. I don't think the person who had it knew what it meant, but this means what would Jesus do? If you know, you know. And then we got this beautiful, this is genuine rabbit fur. I'll show the tag in a sec. It is Princess Caravelle, something like that, but real fur, genuine rabbit fur. It's very soft. And then shout out to Brody for this one. Got a beautiful like white-tailed deer. It's got a little stain here, but nice little nature piece. We got this Join the Bazooka Joe gang. And then a bunch of like characters on the back. And then the front just says like bazooka, like the bubble gum. It's got some stains on it, but hopefully they come out. Also, this one smells horrible. And then this was probably like one of my best scrapes of the day in terms of like t-shirts. Nice little single stitch. Hollaback Budweiser, the 1993. And then I was very distracted earlier, so I don't know if I showed all these, but nice little kids piece, some 5T overalls, and then I think these are women's overalls, but these ones are older. And I don't know what this front flap is called. Cool or good, I don't know. And then this one also was a scrape. Very nice kangaroo pouch there. And then we got it on the Marlboro Unlimited tag. This one is a 2X. Beautiful little nylon rain jacket. And then we got a nice little Lee Ryder jacket. This one's made in USA. I think it's 80s or 90s. Keep trying to like make my cart smaller, but it just keeps getting bigger and it's like impossible to pack all this stuff in. The thrift gods tossed me a bone. I got one thing out of the last bin. Just like this 2000s Packers crew neck. It's got some stains, but it's all right. Bro, I'm over here looking for like media stuff. I'm looking for cassette tapes for my dad, but I found this just chilling there, bro. Y'all know me, I love my Marvin. This one is super cool. But yeah, dude, another one for the little room collection. So, all right, here's what we're looking at here. I just did a bundle. We got a bunch of these Carpenters. Really good fade on these. There was 5 of them. Paid $25 for the 5. Shout out to Tessie for these. Great stuff. But yeah, I don't think I showed this. Got this 1985 Bears. The tag is a little bit faded, but size XL, made in USA. Definitely a little bit shorter fitting. And we got this 1982 Milwaukee Brewers one as well. No tag, but definitely old, you can tell. But yeah. And then I did a shoes rotation. I can't remember if I showed these, but these should go quick on Depop for a solid price, hopefully. But yeah, man, that's how full the cart is today. We definitely got a good haul. Alrighty, y'all. We had a fantastic day at the bins, bro. I am feeling amazing, bro. It is 5 p.m. I've not eaten a single thing, but I feel like that helps when you're in the bins because food just like slows you down. However, I did sell the big jacket. It's probably saved me $20 in weight, and I sold it to somebody who's gonna wear it, so that makes me happy. I would much rather sell something to somebody in person who's gonna wear it for $100 than sell it online to somebody who I'll never see in my life for $300. So I'm happy with that, and she can still make some money if she ends up not liking it, which is cool with me. I didn't have to pay for it, so that saved me like $20. So basically $120 in profit from that. So that's cool. But yeah, we still have that rabbit fur one there. We got Marvin the Martian, bro. It was a beautiful day in there. But I will see y'all tomorrow for, you guessed it, some more thrifting. What is good, y'all? We are back. It is another day at the Goodwill bins. It is gonna be amazing. Let's go. All right, man, Nick, so there have been 0 clothing rotations, and we have been here for an hour and a half. I have been scraping like that entire time because I've just like wanted to do something, and we got some good stuff, low key. Let me show you. I liked this Adidas one. This is a Y2K tag. This one's reversible, which is kind of cool, but another jacket. And then this Russell Athletic hoodie. This one feels buttery soft, and it's got the V already cut out, and they fixed it so it doesn't rip anymore. Beautiful little wolf pattern. Actually, no, see, this one is very stained. So this one's going back. But ladies and gentlemen, that is why you go through your pieces. We got this nice like print on this one, some little shorts, and then another pair of jorts. Nothing insanely cool. This is an example of a piece that I really don't like to see in my cart, but I am picking it up anyways because it's been slow today, and you know, we gotta have something to show. This was probably the coolest thing that we scraped. We got a 1997. It's kind of hard to see there. 1997. Nice little camel piece on that made in USA tag. The little pocket tee on the front, beautiful. We got some beautiful baby overalls. These ones are like 4T or something. And this one was a good pair of Nike tracks. They were only asking $1, but nobody wanted them. Crazy, but nice little side hit here. Kind of like a stripe there on that XL Y2K tag. And I kind of like this. It's like, it's not the drawstrings, but this is better in my opinion. And then I'm gonna list this one in here and see if it sells. If it doesn't sell, I'm probably not gonna buy it. This one will have to get a nice oxy, but we're stocking up on these for when we do our first event back at the UWS of P. I really like this tag. Great textured cotton. Just needs a little cleanup. I thought this one was really cool. This Breckenridge, made in USA, single stitch. It's like a nice color too. A little bit faded. Good tag, single stitch. We have some BKE bootcut jeans. These one are called the Stella Flare. See the little flare tag there, beautiful. This is what we're looking for, 28 by 33.5, great size. And then we have another local college sweatshirt on the JanSport tag, little V rip, but I never hurt nobody. And then shout out to Brody for this beautiful fisherman knit sweater, Country Collection Ireland, beautiful one, very thick. And then we got this nice A2 style bomber jacket, XL, made in Korea, just a calm one. And then I think I'm just gonna get this to use for my CD collection. I'm getting some subwoofers installed, and I'm about to have like good sounding audio in my car. And with that, we gotta get some more CDs, and this will be great to store my CDs in. Okay, so we were waiting for a shoe rotation, and I saw this one just chilling on top of the shoe bins, and so I checked it out, and this is a good quality leather jacket. It's older. There was actually a condom in here, which is kind of funny, but this is called Echtez leather. I think it's like German leather, but it is real. Oh, maybe that just means real leather. I don't know. I don't speak German, but The jacket's cool. All right, man, I just did a bags rotation and I got 3 LL Bean boat and totes, like just randomly. So let me show you. This one is very dirty, but they're all made in USA. Actually, I don't know if this one is, but the canvas on it is very nice. Like, it's so stiff. And then here's another one. This one unfortunately has embroidery, but it says Tammy. But this one, yeah, made in USA. This one's a lot cleaner than the other ones. This one says Mas, and again, made in USA. This is a big one, but yeah, 3 very cool bag finds. I did some scraping through the CDs and we got some bangers. Great album, another good album. Good one, according to Josh. I haven't listened to this one, but Josh said it's good, so I trust him. And we got some Frank Sinatra, tons of songs, 27 on here. And then we got some BC Boys, fire. About to listen to this one. And then some My Chemical Romance. Beautiful CDs for today. All right, man, so today was a struggle bus with getting rotations. And I did get some very good scrapes. We got some solid scrapes. I was like sweating, breaking my back for these scrapes. But yeah, man, let me show y'all all the things that we got, and then I'm about to head out. This right here was the most recent scrape. I just had this one like not too long ago, but unfortunately it's the little E. But that is all right, because this guy right here, made in the wonderful US of A. We got a nice Levi's denim Sherpa line jacket. Nice trucker. But yeah, man, this is a good one. I caught maybe like 2 rotations today. This one I did get from a bin, but this stuff always does good for me. The nice like embroidered nature crew necks. This one right here is a reason why I scrape, because a lot of people miss stuff. And this is a made in USA 90s Nike. It's a long sleeve with a nice little sleeve hit there. Beautiful. And that one right there was a 2-piece. We have another one again on that 90s tag, made in USA. Great Nike piece. Good little side hit. This one was kind of cool, but I think I might toss it back. I don't know, we'll think about it. Gear for Sports, made in USA. Nice little like Final Four basketball shirt. Nothing insane, but just some cool little like basketball shirt. Yeah, okay, I thought about it and I threw back the shirt. But anyways, let's get back to it. We have a little bit of a political shirt here. Single stitch. Impeach Clinton and her husband too. But yeah, this one is on a Solar tag XL. Kind of cool. Single stitch. Nice vintage shirt. And then this one was just like a nice little nice button up. I think I'm gonna crop it. It is a Abercrombie and Fitch size large. Good pattern on it. And y'all, these are the exact overalls that I wore when I was a baby. I'll pop a little picture up on the screen, bro. I was a fashion model back in the day. But yeah, we got this, the Land Before Time 1988. It's just like a little baby crew neck. And then the Oshkosh overalls, and those we found with these overalls as well. They got the little snap buttons at the bottom. They're beautiful. And this is a 12-month pair of corduroy overalls. I thought this one right here was a cool scrape. Nice like 3D fisherman cable knit. This one's made in Taiwan, ROC. Good tag. Sutter Creep by Levi Strauss. We got a nice little 90s like Packers tee. This one's made in USA. I actually don't think I want this one. This right here is why you go behind old people. Nobody knew what this was, so I just grabbed this. Nothing crazy, but it's like a good little like $20-$25 piece, maybe 30 if we get lucky on Depop. This right here, we got the Depop special Sherwin-Williams paint splattered Dickies. These are quite the pair of shorts here. But yeah, 34-inch paint splattered shorts. But yeah, again here we have another Depop special. Unfortunately, we need to drop a hashtag stop the chop, because this is very unfortunate. I still like money. This one is authentic. I did get it authenticated. It is made in Canada, and apparently like all the numbers on it are good. That 0570, 057300, that number, apparently that one's good. And yeah, the quality of the cotton's really good, and it is made in Canada. Everything looks good on it, apparently. So money, power, respect. Nice Supreme. I mean, I should still be able to get some money for it, even though it is chopped. And then this right here is the last pole that we did get. This one is a Tricot St. Raphael. I've sold this brand before. Nice sweater. This one actually has a buttery, soft, smooth feel to it, even though it is wool. But yeah, really cool pattern on it as well. I like it. But yeah, man, that is everything that I got today. I'm focusing more on like quality over quantity. So we did fill 2 bags, but they're not like crazy full. But you know, we got some quality pieces today. I'm happy. That is today's haul. I'm about to go check out. All right, man. I feel like today went by so fast at the bins, and I didn't really record as much as I wish I did. But bro, also y'all, what do y'all think of the t-shirt, bro? I'm trying to get a collection together. But yeah, man, like I said, bro, I wish we got more, but we did get quality pieces, and that's what I'm focused on. That's what matters. If you're a reseller, focus on quality pieces, not quantity. You want good pieces, not many pieces. If you can get both, that's great. But yeah, man, I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. What is up, A to Day Vintage? We are here We're the first ones at the Goodwill bins. We're here in the morning. It is 8 a.m. They open in 1 hour. We're gonna cook today. Let's go. All right, so this is what happened in the morning, right? We walked in here. I went straight to the bathroom. They ended up doing a row and I missed it, but they did another one. Long story short, I did one row, got one rotation, and then I did some scraping. So let me show you everything I got. Got this nice patty. I just bought this one off a Hunter. And then he gave me another one that we did a trade for, but there's one of them. And then this one right here, we did a nice little trade for. I traded him a 2000s Mickey, but this one's made in USA. Good patty cinch with the hood too, kind of cool. And then I thought these overalls were nice. Nice little camo John Deere. Not too sure on the size on these ones. And then we just got another fleece. This one is a cool born in the mountains. That's their slogan. I don't think that's the model, but just a nice little cool zip up. And then it's got the logo hit on the back here, and then I believe on this one as well. And this was one of like the first brands that I discovered by accident, like good bolo brands. American Giant, made in USA. And then it's got the logo hit down here. He got a nice little Teddy Fresh t-shirt here. This one's size large. I really love the color block on this one. That's what it's called when there's multiple different colors. It's called a color block. And then we got this just kind of like a biker style t-shirt, size large, and this should all come out. And then this is the kind of thing that I love getting made fun of for because nobody else picks it up and it does great. Nice little like grandma bird one. This one is dated 1989. You can see it there. And made in USA. I'm not too sure what tag it was on, but it is faded. Got this nice fleece here. Nice little Nike ones. That's what we got so far. I also forgot to show this one, but I just found this one on the way over here. The sell-through rate is not the greatest, but some catcher's mitts do great. For those of y'all who don't know, I used to be a catcher back in the day. Back in Little League, I loved baseball. That was like one of my favorite sports growing up. But some catcher's mitts and baseball gloves do well. You just gotta look up the model and see how it does. But this is the BMX 21B, and the sell-through rate's okay, but I'm gonna pass on this one. Okay, I just did a hard lines and I found this. This is a North Face like hiking backpack, and I know by personal experience because I have my own backpack for like backpacking that these are not cheap. And this one's a nice one. I'm going to check comps. I did find this. It's brand new, but not good comps. It looks like it would sit for about a year before it would sell. And I'm not trying to have that in my basement, but this one I'm gonna take a look at and I'll probably pick up. I got a couple of scrapes from the last row. However, this one, which is unfortunate because this is a good one, but the inside liner is peeling, and that's something you really got to be careful with a lot of the ski stuff, jackets, anything that has like waterproof. Sometimes it breaks and you'll see the flakes like that, but this one's going back, unfortunately. And then this one will be coming with me. This North Face. It is Steep Tech, and then it says who designed it. Designed by Scott Schmidt. These are all things to note when you're selling it, but this one's kind of cool. It's just like a full ski suit. And then this one was just chilling there, so I grabbed this one as well. And then Jeff tossed me this one. I love seeing that Headwaters tag. Nice little embroidery, rainbow trout. And then this was the last scrape before we hit the next row. It's Polo Ralph Lauren. It's cotton, cashmere, and rabbit hair, which is really cool. Nice little sweater. All right, we just did a shoe row. These are all not for me, but these are the ones that I did like. This is Thursday Boot Co. And these are handmade in small batches, which is definitely an escalator of value. And these ones, good leather suede on these ones. And then these ones are Sam Edelman. You can tell they're high quality, decent sell-through rate, and you can tell the boot finds. All right, man, we all done in there today. I have a couple more things that I didn't show, but I checked out. I'm starving. It's like 5 p.m. I haven't eaten, but I'm gonna show you all these things. And yeah, this one's super cool. It's like a older LL Bean. It's a wool flannel. Really nice plaid on this one. This was the last thing I scraped before leaving. Super cool. I can't believe somebody threw this back, but yeah, super cool one. I love finding stuff like this. Love nature. Nice pair here of these Levi's 517s. These ones are made in USA. Good orange tab. These camo ones were a nice little scrape here. Adjustable waist. Beautiful. Nice vintage camo pant. I don't believe I showed this one earlier either, but just a nice little button up here. And then this was the last thing we got here. Just this nice pair of Lees. And yeah, man, let's get home and I'll show you guys everything I sold. All right, y'all, welcome to your favorite part of the video where we show what we sold. Now, I packed up all these orders here. It was a beautiful day of orders and sales, so let's go through what we sold. All right, y'all, before we get into it, we sold 67 items over a course of 3 days, so that's about on average like 20 something sales a day. Not crazy, but still pretty solid if you ask me. Some of these were bundles, so keep that in mind. I'll pop up all the sales right here, and let's just rapid fire through these. Nice pair of Carhartt overalls. We sold this vintage God red like Jesus t-shirt. We sold the rugby, sold these nice camo pants, good pair of Carhartt pants, sold the women's North Face Denali. We sold the 2000s Klondike bar. This one was funny. It said, I'm ashamed of what I did for a Klondike bar. I think Teach ended up giving me that one. Shout out to Teach. I don't know if he watches the videos. If he does, shout out to you, Teach. I love you. We got this vintage 90s Wisconsin Dells t-shirt. We got these baggy Empire Skater jeans. We got this really sick Polaris Indy snowmobile jacket. We had this one was tough, bro. 80s Izod Lacoste crocodile preppy v-neck sweater. And these are all keywords, so I'm just spewing this out. This is what sold the item for me. We sold this vintage Adidas track jacket. This one was an 80s one. Really cool to see. Vintage David Taylor grandpa sweater. Really cool 90s Jansen abstract textured knit sweater. Really cool rugby. This one's a vintage Knightsbridge. Cool Woolrich deep pile Sherpa fleece. Some 90s Patagonia. And then we sold this 6-item bundle. Shout out to Ryan Woods. If you're watching this, I love you, Ryan. You're the GOAT. We sold a Summerfest t-shirt. We sold a 90s Adidas striped puffer jacket. 90s Cotton Traders 3D knit. We sold some Adidas track pants. Some Columbia sun faded nylon shorts. And 90s Key overalls. That was a great bundle. We sold this Ralph Lauren, Polo Ralph Lauren Oxford shirt. We sold this cool Tool band tee. And that one was modern, keep in mind. So that one sold for a great price. Modern t-shirts, some of them do pretty solid on Depop. Cool 90s Carhartt olive green crew neck. We got these nice LL Bean flannel line jeans. That did great. Sold fast as well. Really cool vintage trucker hat. Some Miss Me jeans. Nice Carhartt pants. We sold a Nike windbreaker. This one somehow ended up in my cart by accident. I did not mean to buy this. However, I did buy it and it's still sold. We sold this Carhartt style active jacket. Nice Newport blue graphic one. We sold this Mickey denim button up. Nice Land's End rugby shirt. Cool vintage wildlife tee Columbia fleece. That one did great. We sold some boot cut Gap 1969 jeans. Cool 1996 Zoe run. I think this was like a 5K, 10K run shirt. Beautiful blank Russell Athletic made in USA. Great color to that one. Nice 2-piece bundle here. Canterbury of New Zealand striped long sleeve polo. That one, bro, we sold this at a crazy discount. A lot of my stuff, I just sell it for way under market and it moves. That's part of my business model. And then we sold a vintage 90s Nike USA tank top. Nice little 1997 Cubs ringer tee. Beautiful Pendleton flannel for a great price. We sold this Harley Davidson leather jacket. Another jacket, this vintage Patagonia anorak jacket. That was from the 90s. Another vintage 90s Duke University shirt. Crew neck, sorry, not shirt. Nice toddler sale here, $14.88. We sold this 90s Team NFL Green Bay Packers script snapback. $40 on that one. We actually listed that one in the bins and it sold. Y'all saw that one. And then we had this really nice Russell Athletic light blue hoodie. We sold a Elvis Costello Tours tee. Nice little San Francisco snapback New Orleans Hard Rock Cafe. Jinko Riley boot cut. I sat on that one for a while. Nobody was buying for some reason. And then we sold a 2-piece bundle. This guy Venmo'd me some money and said, yo, send me those jorts as well. So I sold him jorts along with these corduroy pants. We sold these 1951 World War II era military field pants. That was just the shell. If it came with the wool lining, it would have been worth more, but we moved that one pretty quick. Some Hoka shoes, great condition, $15. That's a crazy price. Throwing out steals on the Depop all day. The Mountain 3 Wolf t-shirt. We sold these Carhartt denim overalls, Carhartt jacket here. We sold the Scarface t-shirt. Nice little cattle decapitation. I wore that one for a little bit. That was in the PC for a while, but I didn't really like it, so I sold it. We sold these Rock Revital Alanis bootcut jeans, some Adidas track pants, sorry, sweatpants. This Hobo USA one was a great sale. Patagonia down jacket, Charlotte Hornets AOP hat. That one was tough. And then we just sold this bundle here. I have yet to pack it up. I have to pack this one up now. Vintage Snow Leopard Tiger tee along with some Dickie double knees jeans. Great sales today, or pardon me, this weekend. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to learn how to resell straight from me, I give some crazy sauce in the paid community. You can join that. It is called WHOP, WHOP. I'll leave it in the description. Join that if you want to learn how to make some crazy sales like me. But yeah, man, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.